the accident that occurred today along the Chang Sancho stretch, west region of Cameroon, while at least 30 people survived. The accident occurred in the early hours of today, and eyewitnesses say some people involved were burnt beyond recognition. Sources say a truck transporting fuel lost control and hit a 70-seater bus, leading to an explosion. And a man in his mid-30s has been accused of having raped at least 4 children of below ages 11 years in Bonaberi Douala Falls subdivision. With his latest victim currently hospitalized, the children confessed he sexually harassed them, though he denied the allegations. The accused was being brutally beaten by the angry population of Bonaberi, and he was saved by elements of the National Gendarmerie. And the corpse of one of the 4 teenagers who allegedly shot dead by the military over the weekend at the Metakwata neighborhood in Bamenda has been removed from mortuary. The coffin and picture of the boy have been paraded on streets in the town as denizens mourn the unfortunate act. It should be recalled that 4 teenage boys were shot dead on Saturday, January 23, 2021. And while explosions have been heard at Aziri New Church Junction in Bamenda northwest region of Cameroon in the early hours of today, sources testify of dark thick smoke in the air at the time of the blast at about 7:15 a.m. At the moment, no casualty has been recorded, and calm is said to have returned and the population going about their daily activities. Now, 2 civilians have been killed in Zigagwe, far north region of Cameroon, following a deadly attack carried out by suspected Boko Haram militants. The attack occurred on Monday, January 25, as armed men stormed the locality, burning down houses and property before shooting a student who was returning from school and a community leader. Sources say the assailants later took off with some of the villagers' property before defense and security forces could be alerted by members of a vigilante committee. Now, Tanzania's President John Magufuli has warned health officials against acquiring COVID-19 vaccines. According to Mr. Magufuli, vaccinations are dangerous, as he holds if the white man was able to come up with vaccinations, he should have found vaccination for HIV and AIDS, cancer, amongst others. President Magufuli has, however, urged Tanzanians to continue taking precautions, saying prayers and traditional medication, including steam inhalation, are the way to deal with coronavirus. And hundreds of residents in Mozambique's Buzi district are waiting at an administrative post to be evacuated after their houses were destroyed by cyclone. The National Institute for Disaster Risk Management and Reduction say the operations are being carried out in a way that ensures everyone's safety, as there have been rain for 3 days now. Evacuations from the village started on January 20, 3 days before the district was hit by cyclone Laos, with winds between 120 km per hour and heavy rains that exceeded 200 millimeters in 12 hours. Now, Tunisian police have blocked the path of hundreds of protesters who were trying to reach the parliament building in the capital, Tunis, the latest in a series of demonstrations that have been fueled by frustration at the lack of jobs. More than 1,000 young protesters had been arrested during the previous protest. The recent unrest began on the 10th anniversary of the Tunisian Revolution, which ushered in democracy and triggered the Arab Spring uprising across the region. And Ghana's longest-serving leader, former President Jerry John Rawlings, will be buried today, Wednesday. Mr. Rawlings died on November 12 at the Kalebu Teaching Hospital in the capital, Accra, after a brief illness. Credited with maintaining Ghana's stability, 73-year-old Rawlings led a military regime for over a decade before returning the country to multi-party democracy in 1992. He will be remembered as a disciplinarian and a great leader. We've come to the end of the 3:30 p.m. edition of Prime Flash on My Media Prime Television. My name is Fon Quinta, and the news was compiled and produced by Ewan and Nolinga Ella. Stay tuned to more programs on The African Eye. Goodbye.